Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder and I'm with Tedder Bear Stamping. I would love to show you this card on how to make it because my friend and I, my downline, or my team member, and I made this a long time ago, this type of card, and it was kind of difficult and it wasn't as easy. This one shows you how to make it much easier and it's less guesswork, which we all love that, I'm sure. So I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, been one for 16 years, and I would love to be yours if you don't have one and you live in the United States. I will be putting all the links or item numbers on this video so that you can find it for the things that I've used today, and hopefully you'll decide to buy them from me. Alright, so let's get started. I love this card. Alright, so we are going to start with a piece of 4 1/4 by 11, and this is just going to be our base, so there is nothing to do on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and score that and make sure that it's good. Then we're going to have a piece of 10 1/2 by 10 by 2 1/2. I am so sorry. And you're just going to score this at 2 1/2, 5, and 7 1/2, and that's going to give you 2 inch or 2 1/4 inch pockets here to put your things on, and which is, you know, what these sit on. So it's not quite 2 1/4 because these are going to be 2 1/4. So, but that's easy to do. So this is the one that's a little bit more difficult, and this one is 8 by 2 1/2, and we're going to bring in the Simply Scored, and I am, let's see if I can get this to where you can see. I'm going to move you a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this in long ways, and you're going to score it at 1 1/4, which is half. And I always use the smaller tip because it's easier to get it into the grooves. But you're going to go ahead and score that all the way down. Alright, then you are going to turn it and put a tick mark with your stylus at 2 3/4 and 5 1/4. Just a tick mark. Flip it. Don't turn it this way. You're going to just flip it so that it's upside down from where you were. You can still see, but I did it the other way and for some reason it didn't work. So we're just going to flip it and have it be on the same side. So 2 3/4 and 5 1/4. Okay, then you're going to take your chalk marker and go down your 6-inch line just so that you have this as your line to line everything up with. So you're going to take this tick mark and this tick mark, and you're going to line them up on that chalk mark that you made. And you're going to make sure that they're in the middle of both, which they are, and go ahead and score down. Alright, so then you're just going to turn it and do it to the other tick mark and this tick mark. Now, my friend, Pat, she got this idea off of somebody online, but she didn't tell me who it was. But you know you've got it if this X goes right down the middle. So we are going to go ahead and we'll make sure that this works. So we're going to go ahead and burnish all of our scores with our bone folder. Definitely want them to be where they are nice and folded and strong. Okay, so you're going to have your fingers in here like it's a taco, and then you're going to push it up so that the two tips meet. I know it's hard to tell, but you're going to end up with a triangle up at the top with 2 little legs, and you want to make sure it looks kind of like those ones that we used to do where you'd make it like that and pick your colors and your numbers. So make sure you burnish that. So that's how you have it. So now this is the middle, and this is a pocket in the front. All right, so we have that. Then we are going to go ahead and put together, I'm going to put that aside for now. You are going to need 3 of the silver that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And there's something that I do that I don't like to have anything wasted. So I cut out the middle so that it is the same size, but all this we can use because you're going to need 4 of 2 1/4 inch pieces. So that way you can get, I think, 2 out of each one, and you're going to need 3, so you'll have extras, and you'll put them aside. Okay, so these are here. Then you're also going to need, for your white, you are going to need 2 inch squares, and this is what you're going to put your things on that come up like this. So go ahead and put together your pieces here, and we will continue on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to just put a bead of, I don't know why you turn it over, but for some reason I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. Turn over a piece of paper and it's the same on both sides to put your glue on because you haven't stamped yet. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to, and hopefully I didn't get any outside, but if I did, it's not a big deal. Alright. And with the white glue, you can move it around if you need to, just to give a little bit of leeway so you can get it on straight. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and stamp the happy birthday. Where is my basket? Here it is. Happy birthday that I got from the Rustic Retreat, which I love that sentiment because it's such a pretty way of saying happy birthday. And we're just going to do that on the bottom. And what I like to do is make sure it's kind of in the middle, and then go ahead and stamp it. Well, you couldn't even see that. There you go. Alright, so that's going to go on the inside of your base, which is where? Okay, geez Louise. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this on in the middle, or on the front, and the inside. I don't know how you lose stuff on a table and you haven't moved anywhere. It's ridiculous. So this is very close to the edge. So you want to make sure that you get it on there. And I'm going to need my eraser to get off a little bit of my glue that I had left over. But that's all fine for now. Then I'm going to put some glue on this other piece and put it on the top. Because you have to have this all put together before you can put your mechanism in. So you're going to go ahead and put this one on. Alright. Now, you're going to need a pencil, and you're going to need, let's go ahead and fold these. You're going to fold this in half. This is the one with the 4, and then fold one back on itself and fold one back on itself. So there, it's going to make a M, an M. Okay. Then you're going to need this, and you need to find the middle of this. So we can get this put on, and here's my ruler. And this is, this is the only thing that you really, so it's 4 1/4, so you go to 2 1/8, and you're just going to make a mark on the middle of your, like where your score is, just so you can see. Alright, so this is going to go where this point is pointing right at that. So, got to make sure that these sides are straight. Let me get this back because now I've got you to where you can't see very well. Let's move this up. Alright, so you need to have this point where this point's at it. Make sure that these are straight. Then you're going to come in with your tear and tape, and I'm just moving it for a second so that I can get the tear and tape on. I don't want to have to keep it in one spot for now. Alright, this makes it so much easier. Alright, so it's always easy to take off when you burnish it. Take off the other side. Okay, so now, once again, make sure that this is right at that line, that these are straight, because you're going to go ahead and close this to get that to stick. Then you're going to flip it over and put fast fuse on, not fast fuse, tear and tape on the other side, and do the exact same thing. Make sure that none goes over the edge and close it. Okay, so this is how it looks. So you know that your mechanism works. Alright, now you're going to put this on, and this is going to go right into that middle part. But to make sure that it's in there, this is 8 inches. So you're going to put a tick mark at the 4-inch here, and at the 4-inch here, just to make sure that this middle part here is right at that line, and it's going to be exactly even with this. So on both sides it's right there. Alright, then you're going to fold this one back and do a tick mark here. Well, really you want it on this side, the bottom right, and then fold this one back, and the top left is where you're going to put your other adhesive. So we're going to go ahead and take this away. On the bottom right, you just want to put some right where that tick mark, or the little check mark you made with your pencil, and just put like 2 on here, and then 2 up here, and have it stop where you don't want to go past that spot, because it can only go to that one spot. Alright, so there you got those 2. Hopefully you're following so far. Alright, so once you've burnished those, you can go ahead and take off these. Just makes it easier to come off when you have them stuck down really well. Alright, now you want it to go like this. Even though this is going to come up, you just still want it to be like that. Make sure it's in the spot in the middle, that it is even, and then go ahead and put that one down, and then this one down, and now you're going to pull this up a little bit. So now it's going to be, well, okay, I think this goes up. That's the way to do it. Alright, Just want to make sure. Why is this not working? It worked before. Yeah, this is not. Oh, okay. There. Sorry. Because this wasn't on, it wasn't folded right to begin with. So now, yes. So now it goes in. You just have to play with it sometimes to get that to go right. So I didn't do it wrong, thank God. But, and we have our happy birthday here. Now we just need to do our things for the inside, and I'm going to probably speed those up and just stamp these and show you how to put those on. Smoky slate, because seagulls are gray. And I'm just going to put some on the boat one and some on the lighthouse. Alright, then you're going to go ahead and put those onto your silver. Okay, so the one thing to notice is on the compass, you want to make sure the east is on the east. And then you're going to go ahead and just put these on the inside. You don't want it to be upside down or anything. Alright, so there your inside is. So let me move that up just a little bit. Okay, isn't that pretty? Alright, so now the inside. So I have a piece of paper here, which you should be doing this before you stick this on, but of course I wasn't paying attention. So for your reference, don't put this on until you do your scene. So I'm going to go ahead and take crumb cake and a sponge and just sponge my bottom. And you're supposed to go off so that it doesn't get the blotches. Okay, and then balmy blue for the sky. And if you go at it across, it kind of makes it look like the sky is got clouds in it. Okay, you don't have to fill it all in. Okay, so then you have your sentiment that I did sail in the settings or in the direction of your dreams, and I want to do blue on the top and brown on the bottom. Alright, and then I'm going to turn it over and put dimensionals on it. I like to keep my dimensionals in a little carrier because it makes it easier, and I can see at a glance how many I have. Alright, so I'm going to put that right here. And then the lighthouse, I went ahead and I'm going to color the bottom with a crumb cake dark, just to have it match the ground. Whoops, got it up on the lighthouse, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to put the the liquid glue to have it be flat. And then you want some birds up in the sky with the gray, or the, where did I put it? Oh, right here. The smoky slate. This really isn't a hard card. You just need to pay attention to the scoring and how you manipulate it. So this is going to go ahead and go on the front, and we'll be done except for the ribbon. Now I have 2 of these, which is fun. Alright. Alright, and then our final thing is the ribbon, which is the Sahara Sand and Night of Navy. And we are going to just tie a loose knot. Very loose knot, because you don't want it to, you want to be able to see that it is a knot. And let me trim that. Alright, and then I'm going to just put a drop of glue on this and place this on, and when it dries it will be stuck. Alright, so isn't that the coolest? I hope you like this and that you try it yourself. I'd love to see what you do, and just come back and see me, and hopefully I will have another one in a week. I'm trying to be consistent, so thank you for watching. Bye.